The Olympic flame has arrived in Kuala Lumpur amid heightened security. It came by charter plane from Thailand, where thousands of people watched it being carried through the streets of Bangkok. At one point, several hundred protesters chanted slogans about Tibet, but they were faced by an even larger number of pro-China demonstrators waving the Chinese flag. The BBC's Andrew Harding has been following the relay in Bangkok.
The torch is getting closer to China, and it shows, with a rapturous reception here in Bangkok's Chinatown. Thousands turning out to cheer the flame on its 10-kilometre trip through Thailand's capital.
I just come here to support the Chinese people, support the torch relay.
What do you think about the protests that we've seen in India, in France and so on?
I think actually the Tibet is part of China. And I think some of the people, they take advantage of this event.
Olympic game is just a game. So many people politicize Olympic game. I think it's wrong.
Within seconds of the start, though, a small but telling scuffle. Two lone Tibet activists, quickly surrounded by Chinese men. Their banner ripped from them, their voices drowned out. Security along today's route was fairly tight, but by no means overwhelming.
Well, if there's going to be a flashpoint on this march, here's where it'll happen. Several hundred Tibet activists here. They've been kept behind those barricades. Out here on the road, though, we've got larger crowds, particularly over here, of pro-Chinese activists who are following the torch as it makes its way through Bangkok.
But the police kept the two sides apart, and after a brief shouting match, it was all over.
The police handled it all quite well, and there was quite a crowd turned out, so I think that was good.
Do you get the feeling that perhaps in Asia there's going to be less trouble in connection with the torch relay?
Yes, I do. The Asian way is not to interfere in the affairs of other countries. And also I think that Thais, for example, are not used to protesting about human rights abuses in other countries.
The torch now heads off to Malaysia, then Indonesia. Andrew Harding, BBC News, Bangkok.